An absolute firestorm of controversy erupted this week as Kanye West and influencer Candice Owens wore shorts adorning the phrase White Lives Matter at Paris Fashion Week. Many people were outraged to see West and Owens wearing shirts that appeared to be mocking the Black Lives Matter movement, or were at least calling attention to white lives. However, it appears that West and Owens had another motivation for wearing the White Lives Matter shirts, and they both believe that the Black Lives Matter movement is a scam. Recently, the Black Lives Matter movement has been struck by a massive scandal involving the siphoning of $10 million from the movement and the misappropriation of other funds. In today's video, I'm going to cover the key facts of the Black Lives Matter scandal and explain why many people, including Kanye West and Candice Owens, think that this is a scam. Let's begin. Before we can jump in, we need to know the details of the Black Lives Matter scandal. In the last few weeks, accusations have started to be made against the Black Lives Matter leadership, claiming the funds were being used inappropriately. Throughout the last few years, the Black Lives Matter has accrued tens of millions of dollars in donations. Many people who donated to this movement believe that they were helping to promote equality and fight against racism. However, it appears that large portions of the money given to the Black Lives Matter movement may have been used inappropriately by the people in charge of the funds. In fact, Shalomaya Bowers, an executive of the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation, has been accused of stealing over $10 million in donations to the movement. In fact, in September, a lawsuit was filed against Bowers in Los Angeles by Black Lives Matter's Grassroots, another organization in the Black Lives Matter movement. Black Lives Matter Grassroots accused Bowers of siphoning millions of dollars from the group into his own personal piggy bank. Additionally, Black Lives Matter Grassroots said that Bowers' shady actions triggered investigations by authorities, which has done irreparable harm to Black Lives Matter. So where is the heat drawing from? Although Black Lives Matter Grassroots is one of the main voices criticizing Black Lives Matter leadership at the moment, the movement is starting to draw a lot of heat from many different sources now. As mentioned at the beginning of this video, prominent rapper and former husband of Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, and his friend, conservative influencer Candice Owens, have both been openly critical of the Black Lives Matter movement. Candice Owens has gone as far as to make a documentary about the rise of Black Lives Matter and its alleged fraudulent activities. This documentary is set to be called The Greatest Lie Ever Told: George Floyd and the Rise of BLM. Owens' documentary about Black Lives Matter comes out on October 12, 2022. And in the trailer for this documentary, Owens is seen annualizing the tax filings for the Black Lives Matter movement. The trailer also shows Owens accusing Black Lives Matter leadership of spending copious amounts of money on things like strippers, BDSM workers, peep show workers, escorts, phone sex operators, and webcam performers. Owens appears to be on a personal mission to expose what she views as major corruption within the organization whose primary purpose was to fight against injustice. In the trailer for the documentary, Owens says, "I am going to scream the truth louder than you can scream the lies." So where is the fallout from this controversy? Although the Black Lives Matter scandal is relatively new and the full extent of it is yet to be revealed, there's already major fallout starting to occur. For example, some high-profile celebrities who have previously donated money to the Black Lives Matter movement are starting to demand refunds from their donations. One example of this is reality TV star Sharon Osbourne. Sharon previously donated $900,000 to the Black Lives Matter movement, and now she's requesting a refund following fraud accusations, high-profile criticism from the likes of Kanye West and Candice Owens. Sharon Osbourne threw strong support behind Kanye West in his criticism of the movement and for him wearing the White Lives Matter t-shirt. Speaking about Kanye West in his recent fashion statement, Osbourne said, "I don't understand why white lives don't matter. I don't understand it. Everybody matters, don't they?" She continued on to say that she wished that she had talked to Kanye West before she had donated the $900,000 to the movement. Not everyone agrees with Black Lives Matter criticism. Despite the fact that Kanye West, Candice Owens, Sharon Osbourne, and some other high-profile individuals have criticized Black Lives Matter, not everyone agrees with this opinion. In fact, Kanye West has officially had his partnership with clothing manufacturer Adidas put under review following his criticism of Black Lives Matter and wearing of a shirt White Lives Matter. Kanye West has been partners with Adidas since 2013, and Adidas famously has made and distributed products designed by Kanye, such as his Yeezy shoes. But despite their long partnership with Kanye West, it appears that Adidas thinks that Kanye West may have offended the company too much or caused too much controversy, and now the partnership may be dissolved. The partnership was supposed to last at least until 2026. Now, this is not the first time Black Lives Matter has faced fraud accusations. Although this latest round of fraud accusation appears to be getting more attention, largely because of Kanye West and Candice Owens' involvement, this is not the first time that the Black Lives leaders have faced similar accusations. In fact, earlier this year of 2022, Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors purchased a $6 million mansion with a 6-bedroom, 6 bathrooms, and a swimming pool in a swanky Los Angeles neighborhood with donations from the Black Lives Matter movement. Cullors faced heavy criticism for doing this, and many people believe that this was a complete misappropriation of the funds. However, Cullors defended the purchase of the mansion, claiming that the mansion will be used as a safe house for protesters supporting the Black Lives Matter movement who have received death threats. Cullors also stated that she intended to disclose the purchase of the home, but were waiting until it was safe enough to do so. The purchase was reported on by the media before Cullors and other Black Lives Matter leaders officially disclosed it. So, what will happen to the Black Lives Matter movement now? Currently, the Black Lives Matter movement is facing a large amount of scrutiny, and there are lawsuits scheduled to take place against some of its leaders. At the very least, there is now doubt as to whether or not all the funds given to the Black Lives Matter associated organizations are actually being used to fight racial inequality, or whether or not they are simply being used to enrich the leaders of the movement. It is a shame that an organization that was founded with such noble purpose is now surrounded by a veil of controversy and fraud accusations. However, that appears to be what has happened. The fact that major celebrities are now starting to request refunds of almost $1 million also is not a good sign for the organization involved with the Black Lives Matter. As of right now, Sholomaya Bowers, the man accused of siphoning $10 million from the Black Lives Matter movement donation, has not been convicted of a crime. However, it is possible that this could change in the future. One thing is for certain, Candice Owens' new documentary is likely to bring even more attention to the Black Lives Matter scandal. The documentary could be the tipping point that pushes public opinion against Black Lives Matter if Owens provides enough evidence for the accusations that she had made against the movement and its leaders. Meanwhile, Kanye West appears to have been given his own verdict on the issue. He recently posted a story on his Instagram page that said, "Everyone knows Black Lives Matter was a scam. Now it's over, you're welcome." With this post, West appears to be taking credit for ending the Black Lives Matter movement, or at least shedding light on the corruption within it. To conclude, the Black Lives Matter movement emerged in the wake of the tragic death of George Floyd. It was created in order to help inspire cultural change that can prevent these sort of unnecessary and unjust deaths and other similar injustices from ever occurring. However, it appears that somewhere along the way, the leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement may have attempted to use donation funds inappropriately. It is going to take time for all of the details to come out about the BLM scandal, but for the information that has emerged so far, it is not looking good. That's all for today's video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the video, and let me know what your thoughts are on this situation. I want to hear your opinions in the comments. Also, I'm giving free tax training in my live webinar. You can find the link in the description below, so feel free to join the webinar if you want to learn great tax strategies to save you money on your taxes this year. I'll see you in the next video. Over and out.